Welcome to this week's episode of the Will Make a Fan Out of You podcast, the podcast where we talk about the wrestling world. Our aim is to make you a fan of us while we talk about the greatest entertainment on the planet. I'm Aaron Newsome, and he is Nitesh T-Dog Sharma.
Bonjour.
You can find us wherever you get your podcast from, and you can also check out our YouTube channel, Will Make a Fan Out of You, where we actually streamed the event we're talking about today, WWE Backlash.
We did.
We did a dual stream from Twitch and from YouTube, so thank you for everyone who tuned in for that. Even if it was only briefly, we appreciate your support. Where else can they find us, Nitesh?
Wow. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the stream. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the podcast and watching our content. You can find us on @MakeAFanOfYou. We are on X, Instagram, and TikTok, and now we will be on Twitch. We're looking to start streaming some games. It doesn't have to be wrestling games. I used to be a bit of a Twitch streamer back in the day when the pandemic hit. I'm looking to start that again. So, yeah, we'll watch this space on it.
We have to get money together for Vegas.
So. We have to get money together for WrestleMania. Anything for the WrestleMania fund. We welcome any donations.
If I need to twerk like Naomi on camera to get some money, I am not. I have no pride. I will do it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you do. That'll be a sight to see. No, but you can find us on @MakeAFanOfYou. Once again, we're on X, Instagram, and TikTok, and you'll be able to find us on Twitch as well. We appreciate all of your feedback. Drop a comment on here. What we're doing well, what we're not doing well. Let's get some engagement going. Reply to us on our X, TikTok, and Instagram posts that we do, even our YouTube shorts. We're just, churning out content for you guys because, like what Aaron said, it's the greatest entertainment in the world, and that is professional wrestling. And after listening to what the crowd was like,
the greatest crowd in the world, possibly.
The best crowd I've ever heard. And we've been to some UK shows where the crowd are great, but my God, the French.
That French crowd was just constantly over SmackDown on the Friday night and Backlash Saturday night. It was just constant noise. So fair play to them.
Fair play to them. They were that loud. They even got a bloody noise warning.
Yeah, if you had I think if you had an Apple Watch, it comes up saying basically you're in danger of damaging your hearing because it's so loud around you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's impressive. But yeah, Backlash. So it was in France. It was a great time to watch it. We started streaming at 5, did we, to get kickoff in?
Yeah, 5 p.m. Got the kickoff going. Ready for a 6 p.m. PLE showing, even though my best mate, CM Punk, said it was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and then I also like on the kickoff, Big E mentioned New Japan and Gorillas of Destruction.
Destruction?
I don't know what they're called.
Destiny.
Well, are they drawing people in WWE? And yeah, CM Punk was like, can we say this? Is this allowed? That was quite a funny moment.
Yeah.
And shout out to the network for confusing both of us because the show before that was a foreign language one and it weren't French.
It wasn't French. It was Spanish.
Took us like 15 minutes to both go in. Wait a minute.
Yeah, this is... I don't know what happened there, but yeah.
Yeah. But that crowd, and we're going to keep saying it throughout this. I thought the setup was great for this little arena. They've done this whole chicane before, but I think the arena had a massive scoreboard thing that was like one wall.
Yeah, you were saying,
when that lit up, that looked amazing. Even if the camera weren't on it, the light it shone
onto
really cool way of showcasing different aspects. It's the biggest arena gate in WWE history. From, I think, did they say
12,000 fans?
12,000, something like that.
12,000 fans. How much were you spending for a ticket?
Yeah, and biggest SmackDown gate.
Yeah.
Which since Philadelphia at WrestleMania 40, which I bet Glasgow's going to beat because I think that can fit 14 or 16,000.
Yeah.
And the ticket prices are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
All in all, WWE are making money.
They are milking everybody.
Yeah.
Fair play. Well, they can get away with it.
Whilst they can get away with it, yeah. Hopefully for WrestleMania, they're cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
We looked at flights straight away after it was announced, and the flight lines know because it's already automatically higher prices for that. It is during Easter holiday here. It is surprising, actually. They have picked Easter weekend for it as well.
I think it's a very smart marketing decision.
It's very smart. But
better for us. We're hoping to go. We want to go. I think we will go. Fingers crossed.
I'm definitely going.
Yeah.
On you. I'll just go with your cousins.
Well, thanks.
Well, we're going to Glasgow without you.
Yeah.
We go there. Yeah, this started off as well with a bit of not a bit of a surprise because of how the match panned out, but it was the Kevin Owens Randy Orton match. New Bloodline.
I was surprised. New blood.
New line.
New blood. Yeah, I was quite surprised that they put this right at the start. Smart decision. That pop that Kevin Owens got. They love Kevin Owens there.
Yeah.
And obviously because he's French-Canadian, he's fluent in French. I've never seen this before in a wrestling arena or crowd for however long I've been a fan, which is pretty much all my life. And I've seen Randy Orton before as well. But the fans singing voices at the top of their lung when Randy Orton come out.
They love that song.
Yeah.
Fair play to them.
I've never seen any other crowd do that before.
It's great appreciation for Randy Orton. He deserves it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it was really just awesome to see.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the Bloodline come out and they get a bit of their the boos.
They get the boos. Tama Tonga doesn't get his own entrance. He just comes out with solo. Which I was surprised to see.
Which is a bit of a time save. And also, it looks like he's borrowed Seth Rollins' old gear.
He's always had that gear, though.
It's a wrestling attire number 4.
Generic wrestling attire number 4. Yeah.
Yeah. But it just made... That was my first comment I think I made on the stream. Going, hey, hang on a minute.
Yeah. He borrowed that from Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Seth's had a shave, cut his hair. So he gave out his old...
his ring gear. Yeah.
Nobody look up that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch thing from the Kentucky Derby, please, because it just gives me nightmares. I'm wearing my freaking Nightmare t-shirt as well, but yeah, when I saw that yesterday, I was like, oh, where's his beard gone? Where's his hair gone?
What's he done? Shout out to the French announcers as well.
Yeah,
there.
They're there ringside with their table. Fair play.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many announced teams they now have when you watch, because at one point they had 12 languages, didn't they? German.
Yeah. They had Indian, they had Japanese, Chinese, Spanish. Like, I just used to love when in the Japanese one, Funaki was there.
Yeah.
Always. Good old Team Japan. My favourite.
So you've got Paul Heyman coming out looking scared as usual. It's now weekly occurrence.
Give that man an Oscar. Give that man an Oscar.
I do fear for him.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. I did think he was going to do the secret signals at one point. It was later on, wasn't it? He walks past Jay, so we'll get to that bit later. Yeah, he looks scared. And so they all just start brawling to kick it off. There's no bell. The referee's lost control.
Straight
Everybody
away.
from the back comes out. It's really fun beginning. And then Nick Aldis just looks like the biggest boss in the world. Just comes out, starts screaming at them, going, stop it now. Everyone stops. He's fine. You want to do it like this? You can have a street fight.
Yeah, you can have a street fight. Anything goes. No disqualification.
Yeah.
Just fight to your heart's content.
Because KO'd been like stunning people, refs, security, and that. But because everyone stops when Aldis comes out and starts shouting, it just makes him look such a strong GM.
He is the best general manager that has been in a very long time.
Yeah, he owns that role completely.
Yeah.
And he's not a substitute teacher.
Adam Pearce, Yeah.
I did Adam Pearce, though.
I'm not a fan. I said it in previous videos. I'm not a fan.
I just quite like his interactions with Chelsea Green and stuff. I really enjoyed those moments. And I think when he's brought in and used, he's not shoved down your throat like GMs of the past.
GMs in the past,
which I always used to hate.
Mm-hmm.
As much as Teddy Long can be good. I just remember he was getting involved in everything at one point, and it's no. And Vicky Guerrero coming out 6 or 7 times a night.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like that anyway.
Were you surprised? Sorry.
Again?
Prime sponsoring again, but were you surprised to see them go into the crowd so quickly?
No, I think that's a very smart decision because of all the
loud noise. Yeah.
Get them involved. Keep them happy straight away. Because it was just going to be a bit of a generic kind of beatdown from one side, then the other side gets their beatdown in. Yeah.
Which was really funny because Kevin Owens decides to do a frog splash off the barricade onto Tama Tonga. And then Orton then stands up and everyone's like, come on, Orton, do it. I'm too old for this shit,
I like the bit where it leaves Kevin Owens in the crowd just get beat up for a little bit.
Yeah, Orton said, like, where's Tama Tonga? Oh, Tama Tonga's choking him out,
Yeah, he does a lap round the ring.
Yeah. You get to see headshots.
Surprised at the headshots.
Yeah. Headshots.
Quite blatant. Yeah, it was some good old-fashioned beatdowns.
Yeah.
Stairs we used, kendo sticks, trash can lids, trash cans.
Everyone loves trash cans recently.
Yeah, and it was quite smart how they did it. So they beat down the Bloodline for quite a bit. But then the Bloodline kind of shrugged it off and then started dishing theirs out. And I thought that was a good introduction to Tama, even though he wasn't getting much in. He survives that beatdown.
He survives the beatdown. He gets frog splashed off the barricade, and then he also gets frog splashed off the apron onto a table.
Yeah, that was a cool spot.
But then that's when the Bloodline then start taking over, because after that frog splash, Randy Orton then tries to do it on Solo in the ring.
Yeah.
But then Solo just picks him up and does a Samoan drop.
Which looked good. That was a good Samoan drop.
Yeah.
Solo does do a good one.
Because
I don't know why it looks so good. I don't know if he just gets his legs up so quickly or something.
Yeah.
But it just looks like there's so much force behind it.
Was it me, or was Solo's hair just extra wavy?
He needs a bit of a trim, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Unless he's going for a proper mohawk at some point. I don't know.
Because he looked like Bull Nakano a bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to her being in the Hall of Fame. Now we know who she is, but she was just I don't know. His hair was a bit wild.
Yeah, although Tam's got a similar haircut, so maybe they're going to go for
the mullets of destiny, the mullet line. Yeah.
Look, Gorillas of Destruction, because they can need a new stable name.
Yeah.
So there's not much more to talk about, is there? Just a beat down.
It is a beat down, yeah. They try and get tables out. Tama Tonga, once again, I don't think he's got the memo, because headshots after headshots with the steel trash can.
It does look like Solo tells him at one point.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. And then KO gets angry and spears him and then beats him down until Solo gets the trash can again. And it's just, it was that time for the Bloodline to get the sort of heat from the crowd and take advantage. We believe in the Bloodline. They get another table out. So they've had 2 tables.
Yes, I think Solo goes through the third one, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he's propped up in the corner.
Yeah, so Solo tries to throw Kevin Owens into the table, but then KO reverses it and then chucks Solo in. And then Tama Tonga just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then Tonga kind of clears him out, and Orton gets back involved.
Yeah. You get the introductions of the chairs for what's going to happen in a few minutes' time. Yeah. Which is interesting.
And then Tama and Orton have this face-off, and Tama just looks nuts.
Yeah.
He sells me on his enforcer role in this group straight away. How Solo was when he first was introduced as this enforcer, and now he's... Because in NXT, he was quite good on the mic, Solo, and then he never spoke. And now Tama doesn't seem to speak much, but just that face-off alone was like great story moment.
Great story moment, but then he takes a beat down.
Yeah, he gets beat up quite quickly.
Vintage Orton, wasn't it? It was a power slam into the DDT, into an RKO.
That was the fan servicey bit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then this is the weirdest go for a move ever. So Solo clears a table off and then goes just to spike Orton on the why?
Yeah, made no sense.
Powerbomb him or something.
Yeah, that made no sense. But then obviously it quickly turned into, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now
he's getting RKO'd. Yeah.
The table doesn't break. You were very salty at that.
I was very salty at that, yeah. The tables need to break for big impact.
This is like an initiation for Tama Tonga, because they just... Kevin Owens is like 4 chairs. I'm going to beat you 4 times.
Yeah, I'm going to set up. I'm going to hit you with the chair. I'm going to set one up. I'm going to hit you with the chair. I'm going to set you up. I'm going to hit you with the chair and set you up. And then for the 4th time.
Yeah.
And my God, this spot was good. For a hardcore wrestling match fan I am, this was good.
Yeah, is it fisherman suplex? Did he do?
Yeah, it's like a fisherman suplex. He then rotates Tama onto the 4 chairs, which looked nasty.
Yeah. One of them completely cleanly broke as well, didn't he? Like, all the legs went.
Yeah. And then KO tries to go for the pin. 1, 2, not Sacre Blue. You get Tonga Loa coming out and botching straight away.
Black t-shirt on.
He had a black t-shirt on.
Yeah, so if you watch, the camera work, by the way, was expertly done for this, because the botch is he doesn't actually get out under the ring in time. So watch it back. I realised every single weapon come from that spot.
Yeah, where did he? Yeah, where was
So
he?
he was hidden, probably the other side of the ring.
Yeah.
Then had to get through
Roll.
all like gubbins.
Yeah.
Roll out of the ring, and the referee sold it completely because he dragged himself out of the ring.
Dragged himself out of the ring,
He
and then
flipped himself over. It was great.
Yeah, and then Solo hits Kevin Owens with the Uranagi onto the chair, then a spike, and then
that's what you've put in the notes.
Yeah, I couldn't spell it right.
Your range, you've put.
Your range, yeah.
And what's Uranagi. It called? Uranagi. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got so confused reading the notes. So I was hoping you'd tell us what it was.
Yeah, a Uranagi. It's called. It's like a rock bottom, but it's not.
How do you feel about the spike? Some
I like it.
Hate it, don't they?
Some people hate it. I like it. I think
he needs another move with it. If it's going to be the Uranagi, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, the spike needs, as we just said, the spot on the table makes no sense.
That made no sense. Yeah. If it's going to be if you're going to do a move off the table, do another Samoan drop or something.
Yeah. Or normally he would, wouldn't he? If you put table, that's what he'll do.
Yeah.
Or just lean into the bloodline and use the rock bottom.
Fair.
How he used to do it on the table back in the day with Triple H. We'd throw their arm up really exaggerated.
Yeah.
Do the whole like face of and then put them through the table. Do it.
Yeah.
Lean into your roots.
Lean into the bloodline. Yeah.
It's a bloodline tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lean into your roots.
Yeah. So what do you think of Tonga Loa appearing?
I ain't got a clue.
You didn't know who it was, did you?
No, I asked straight away. I don't really know who Tama Tonga is.
Yeah, I marked it hard because I liked the GOD. I liked the GOD in New Japan.
So I've seen something on this morning. Don't know if it's just people being salty online saying basically one of them was injured, has come back and has not been very good since he was injured.
No, which will be Tonga Loa. He got bigger.
So we'll just see.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Their role in the bloodline isn't actually to be fantastic wrestlers. It's to look mean, scare people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're there for story.
Get the odd win here or there. They might not be. They might not be there in 3 years. Yeah,
they might just be there for a 12-month contract, and they get paid handsomely for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of thing.
For a good main event story as well.
Yeah, they're there to get to Survivor Series, fill that ring up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So match 2 was Bayley v Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi.
What time is it?
It's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time.
On the camera. There you go. Yeah. Tiffany come out first, got a good pop, and then Naomi, my God.
Glow. Glow.
When I go, right, I don't like certain entrances. This is what these entrances I love. Especially like this. Like you've got your generic wrestler entrances that seem to pop up everywhere. And then you've got Naomi's one's made in this crowd. If they don't do this for every entrance now, crowds haven't got it.
Yeah, I feel like if one thing that the American fan base need to take from the French crowd was torching up with their phones, and then
for Jey Uso's one, it just makes sense.
Yeah,
Bayley's is quite a generic entrance now.
Generic entrance 4, you called it, right? Or 6?
It was women's 6. Wasn't it?
Women's 6. Yeah,
I like the tassels being back on the jacket.
Yeah,
I do like that. Yeah, the whole role model generic theme. Yeah, not interesting. Especially after that Naomi entrance, man.
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
Feel the glow.
That hurt, man.
Oh, yeah, we did that for a while.
Did that for a while. My arms were tired.
Yeah. No, it was good. That was good. And then Bayley actually gets to enjoy the chant this time, which I like.
Yeah, she finally gets to enjoy the Hey Bayley chant.
And just doesn't have to break character to enjoy it. Know it, people. Yeah, so this was... It was a match of the night, what we thought it was going to be. But it was a good, fun match.
It's up there. This would be my second match of the night.
Yeah.
It would be number 2. So we've got a new rating system now, guys.
Yeah, we're fleshing
it out. So it's going to be beans, burger, or a banger. Beans is terrible, burger is mid, and a banger is a banger.
Yeah. And we'll fill it out. If it's a double cheeseburger or single burger, or if it's got bacon
extra pickles or bacon. I can't have cheeseburgers, or
chicken burger.
I can have a chicken burger. Yeah,
chicken cheeseburger.
Yeah, chicken, cheese, and bacon.
Yeah,
so, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, it's a good athletic start. Not as fast as the last one.
Yeah, I can see they do the whole Naomi does the splits, and then Tiffany Stratton does like a gymnastics flippy flip. Tiffany Stratton is great. Yeah. She is so good for being that age at 22.
Yeah,
she just fits that role. You can tell she deserves to be there. Like, one thing I saw was when Bayley was doing a sunset flip into a pin, Naomi counters, and then Tiffany does like a double stomp onto Naomi. Cool. That was really good.
And then she quickly gets up and then stomps Bayley. That was good.
Yeah.
I also, just before that, I think Naomi went to get Tiffany. Tiffany moved and hit Bayley. And obviously, because they're friends, she just shrugged and went, oh, well, you have to beat up at some point.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. A lot of this was Tiffany Stratton doing some gymnastic flips into a move, which was cool.
Yeah. Bayley didn't get much of a, like, offensive showing here, but I feel like that worked.
Yeah, she took the bumps. This made Tiffany Stratton look really strong and puts her...
I think this was what it was meant to do, was showcase her off.
Yeah. Naomi got a little bit to do.
Yeah.
Not a great deal, but it's weird because I feel like Nia Jax moving to SmackDown puts her in this title picture quite quickly.
Oh, definitely. But
so where do they go from here with these three? Because you want to see not another maybe triple threat, but you want to see Bayley versus Tiffany, Bayley versus Naomi again.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Carry on.
Maybe King and Queen of the Ring, but I'd probably have Tiffany in the King and Queen of the Ring. Yeah,
so I don't know if there's going to be a Naomi Tiffany feud while Bayley goes with Nia Jax, and then maybe one of them two comes back into it afterwards. I have to see. As I say, I want Tiffany to win the Money in the Bank because I think that'd be great.
She deserves it.
Should be great as Queen of the Ring as well.
Yeah.
What I feel like King and Queen of the Ring is, one's going to be on each brand.
Okay.
So if the King's on Raw, the Queen's on SmackDown. And then Money in the Bank will be the reverse. So one will be on... So if the King's on Raw...
The Money in the Bank will be on Raw.
Winner, will be on Raw.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how they're going to divide that up. There's just, off the top of my head, how I think it's going to be. So you can see Tiffany being one of the two of them.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think of Tiffany Stratton cartwheel Alabama Slammer?
That was really cool.
She did it twice. Well, no, she did it 3 times.
If that was Will Ospreay doing that, everyone would lose their mind.
No, I feel like everyone has lost their mind for this.
I haven't seen much about this on... To be fair, today I've been doing chores for my granddad, so I haven't really seen much of the social media side of Backlash stuff. So I don't know. I hope it has, because especially the bit further into the match when it's like the table.
Yeah, where she does it onto one announce table, then the other. Yeah. Tiffany is trying to do the PME, but then gets rolled out of the ring by Naomi. Naomi then gets caught a double cartwheel into an Alabama Slammer. Then she just grabs Bayley from outside of the ring and then decides to Alabama Slammer her as well.
Yeah, and that one looked a bit more nasty because it looked more like the lower back was straight onto the corner.
Yeah, and then she then tries to do the prettiest moonsault ever, which I love the BME. I love Christopher Daniels' moonsault, and then I love hers.
Yeah.
It's picture perfect. She doesn't hit it, she rolls, and then goes straight into a 3D.
Yeah, that was great. The whole 3D bit.
Yeah, goes into a 3D. I was surprised to see that. I think Michael Cole called it a neck breaker, which it really wasn't.
Yeah, you should just led straight into it. It's a 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was weird because that was the end of the match, wasn't it?
Yeah, the ending come out of nowhere.
So that sends Tiffany out. Bayley and Naomi trade some blows. Naomi does some kind of move, can't remember what it was. And then Bayley just counters her pin into her own roll-up and wins.
Yeah,
so you've only got a Bayley. There was a Bayley to belly, and that was it to Tiffany. Oh, there was an elbow to break up a pin, wasn't there?
Yeah,
it was no Rose plan. It was a bit weird in that aspect. Bayley didn't get the usual moves off.
That's what I'm saying. Bayley didn't get much of the showcase.
And all really Naomi did. She just the sit out powerbomb into the submission. Which was cool. And then she did that weird twerk thing into a heat seeker, was it?
I call it a heat seeker. I don't know what people in WWE call it.
And then it was a split leg. That split leg moonsault was good. It's not the prettiest moonsault ever, but
no, it's there, right?
Yeah, so, it shows off. Yeah, so it was an enjoyable match.
I did enjoy it. Yeah. I thought this was a banger of a match, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I think it's because you didn't get. I don't particularly like the Rose Plant move, but you didn't get that. You didn't get a proper elbow. It was an elbow used to break up the pin.
Yeah.
So you didn't get those moves that you expect from Bayley.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I just feel like if there was one of them in there, maybe another Bayley to belly. If there was a Bayley to belly for that pin.
Yeah.
that kind of would have capped it
wrapped
off
it up.
better.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then the next match is probably actually my match of the night. Was Jey Uso versus Damian Priest.
Really?
Yeah, I quite like this.
I thought it was a bit too slow.
Yeah, maybe it was for you, but no, I quite enjoyed because Jey Uso didn't look weak in it at all, but Damian Priest come across as a champion.
Okay.
And yeah, there's some heel shenanigans involved. But yeah, and Jey Uso, just before Jey Uso's entrance, and we get into that bit, yeah, they had the whole. This is like the whole SmackDown bit. There was that Bloodline walking past him, getting ready to come out, and Paul Heyman just looked like he needed saving. Bless him.
Yeah, Paul Heyman was like, "Help me, please.
Help, please.
I don't know what to do."
Yeah,
He'll come out to Sami Zayn next. So last Sami Zayn to help him.
I really quite Jey Uso just looking. Hang on, there's more of you, more cousins.
Yeah. What the hell?
Family members.
You weren't at Thanksgiving.
He's definitely not met either of those boys in a very long time.
Or ever.
Or ever, yeah. I don't know how closely related and all that is. They're Haku's sons, are they?
They are Haku's sons, yeah.
I don't know where he is to Rikishi and...
They were the tag team. They were the Wild Samoans.
Yeah, I know that. We're on the family tree.
I don't know. Get the family tree up.
Get the tree up.
Get the tree
out.
That's what it's going to be in it. It's instead of getting a poster with a map or something, it'll be the map of the family tree. You have to open it up. You're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, so Jey Uso's entrance, man.
Mid-card Jey Uso with a really great entrance.
If you don't see anything else from this Backlash, just watch his entrance.
I love the lights, the torches. They're great.
With a light on.
Yeah.
On their phone, and it's great.
It looked amazing. It actually looked amazing.
Pat McAfee will be crying at home because he loves his entrance.
I think Michael Cole mentioned, saying he was like, if I wasn't too old, I'd be standing up on the table for you, Pat. Yeah.
This was great. Great entrance.
The crowd was shaking the cam.
Yeah, and they show it off properly for AJ later when they show it. It's great. Priest's entrance, a little bit generic.
Generic entrance number
7. I quite like his title rise thing he does, a bit like Rhea Ripley's their whole Judgment Day one they do. They bring the thing up. He doesn't do a stomp like Rhea, but...
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. He does the Undertaker little thing with his skirt, which is quite cool as well.
Bisexual Undertaker. Here we go.
Yeah. He's leaning in. I don't think he's leaning into it intentionally, and that's what makes it better.
Yeah, everything he's doing is, okay, this is like what Undertaker did, but...
Yeah. And then they actually use the 8K.
I was a bit hard done by with Bayley not having that.
Yeah. My only thing is I think they haven't set it up for 3 people. Because it doesn't happen when it goes on to Samantha.
Yeah.
Does it on Jay? Does it on... I nearly said Drew then. Yeah, Damien. Does it on Cody later? Does it on AJ?
Yeah.
And they don't do it when the referee has the bounce up. So I'm guessing, however it's set up, there must be another camera. The normal camera's there. Just behind
the
it,
8Ks behind, yeah.
And he does the 2 bits. Unless it's by the hard cam. I've never quite figured out what they do with this situation.
Triple H, let us know.
Yeah, Triple H, please come on so we can talk about the 8K cameras.
That's all we're worried about. Nothing else, just the 8K camera.
Well, you were worried about the slow start to the match.
Just yeets.
Yeah, he does the yeets, the 4 sides of the crowd, which was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of the yeeting.
Yeah, if he's going to do that all the time, it's going to annoy me. But on the entrance is fine.
Entrance is fine.
Tell you what does annoy me. Having the bounce on that bloody plinth.
Fucking, it's so bad.
Especially right here. It's not even a plinth. It's like a steel frame.
It's a steel frame. It's a steel frame, but without the flipping cover over it.
Yeah, and it's just in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes no sense.
Have that. Move it next to Samantha or something. Put it next to the ring announcer.
Put it on top of Samantha for all I care. Make it look interesting.
The belt.
Yeah, let her hold the belt up like Paul Heyman does. Have Paul Heyman be the plinth.
No, you can't do that. He's getting on in age.
Yeah.
So it's a slow... I thought it was quite a good pace. It weren't fast, but I know what you're saying. It was a slow match.
It was a slow match. They traded blows. Damien took over. Jey Uso yeeted. He did his little people's punch, which I'm going to call the yeet punch from now on. Where he does the punch, rock, and then punch.
Yeah. I feel like he should yeet with one hand and then punch.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know what you mean.
We both got how many super kicks would be in this match wrong.
You were the closest.
I was closest, but I was still out by 2, weren't I?
You were
Or
out
1.
by 1.
Depends what we're counting as the super duper kick, because I thought it was a drop kick.
Nah, it was a super duper kick. You saw it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Saw it at WrestleMania.
So
So,
I could block that out.
so we get a suicide dive, and who else but Big Ed JD comes out of nowhere. And then Damien does great storytelling going, why are you here?
He's just G'ing him up.
Why are you here? And then we get the first super kick of the match.
Yeah, he eats the super kick.
Yeah.
Into a frog splash.
No, so JD gets super kick, then Damien gets super kick, then we get a splash. Yeah.
Yeah, and then does generic pin number 2, where the one leg up.
Mm-hmm. He still hooked him.
Sorry, my audio's gone a bit weird. Carry on.
He then hooked him. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. And then we also get the yeet versus punch versus kick. They would, I don't know, they're not big foes, so they don't have to hockey fight all the time or trade blows as much as they did in this. This is my only gripe with the match.
Yeah, I'll get that. No, I do get that. It's hard with Damien Priest because he is a bigger fella. Again, leaning into the Undertaker thing. I don't know if he's trying to do that whole vibe of slow, deliberate, picks the pace up when he needs to. But yeah, with Jey Uso needs it to be a bit of a faster match, I think, to come across better.
Yeah, just look at the one with Jimmy. That was terrible.
Yeah, that should have been 100 miles a minute. I know they came out recently and said there weren't enough time in it, but no, you could have definitely told that story.
You could have told that story in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, you could have just had a beat down. And then, so Finn Balor comes out, gets involved as well. He comes out of the crowd, doesn't he?
Yeah, he runs out the crowd, then eats a super kick. Then Damien gets a South of Heaven chokeslam. But 1, 2, Sakura Blue.
Yeah, just before that, though, that was a wicked clothesline he did.
Yes, yeah.
He does a wicked clothesline counter.
Yeah.
It just looked mean.
It looked mean.
Then into his South of Heaven chokeslam, which I'm not 100% sold on.
Sometimes I like really it. The sit out chokeslam, I think it's cool.
Sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it doesn't. This camera angle really helps it when it comes up well. Sometimes if he's not hitting it quite right and the camera angle's slightly off, it's very weak.
Okay, I see what you mean.
But again, it's all to do with who he's doing it on and helping him out kind of thing, isn't it?
So then we get, was that 4 super kicks and 1 super duper kick into a spear, into a splash?
Yeah, it's a long combo, that.
But Damien was out for 3.
Yeah.
Thank God JD.
With a save.
Hero.
He is a hero. I've always loved that man.
He's a great person.
And then Jay does the dive out to him and then does a wicked spear on
Finn. Yeah.
Which, that was good.
And then
it's the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a super South of Heaven chokeslam.
That was good. I did like that.
Yeah.
And still champ, Damien Priest. Then stops the beatdown.
Yeah, so JD and Finn start battering.
I generally thought this was the end of the Judgment Day there, and then I thought he was going to actually...
I don't like that he put his hands on Finn Balor.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I can understand him saying what he's doing, but him shoving on both is a bit...
Yeah, it's like, you're not big, mate. Finn Balor's better than you. Balor deserves the title more than you.
I'm really looking forward. I think I said it on stream, didn't I? Looking forward to the JD and Finn Balor tag team. Once this breaks up, because I'm really looking forward to them two going on a tear.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Finn Balor would just have fun with it as well.
Finn Balor is having fun.
Oh, well, he's just signed a new contract. He wouldn't do that if he weren't having fun, no matter how much they pay him.
Yeah, he's a Triple H guy, isn't he? He's always been a Triple H guy.
Yeah. I mean, him in NXT was fantastic.
Yeah, but I still think Triple H needs to give him a title.
Yeah, I think at some point he will. I'd like to see him with the Intercontinental.
Nah, I want the world title. Demon Balor. Bring back old school, like when he first joined.
Yeah.
Hype Balor.
They like their long-term storytelling, so I can see Priest v Balor being a Mania match.
I think SummerSlam.
You think that? Yeah.
Unless Drew wins.
Drew's winning in Glasgow, isn't he? Let's be honest. I'm going to die on that hill.
You are actually full on manifesting that, aren't you?
I am singing Broken Dreams. You thought the French crowd was good. Wait until there's the Glasgow crowd singing Broken Dreams.
It's just going to be you in the crowd.
Actually, no, the block I'm in is sold out.
Okay.
There's a few tickets up for resale, but then that block's sold out. So it won't just be me. I've got a ticket on me. His two cousins are like 2 rows in front of me, down slightly to the left or something. It's really weird how couldn't get tickets for ages through Ticketmaster. Then next minute, I've got in the 2 different browsers 3 seats, not a million miles away from each other.
Yeah, it's quite weird. But hopefully you can sort it out where you can swap and sit next to each other.
Yeah, or I'm just going to chuck popcorn out.
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, match 3 then in the 5-match card. Hair and Muscles versus the Kabuki Warriors.
Hair and Muscles versus the Kabuki Warriors.
This tag team name is Hair and Muscles.
It needs to be Hair and Muscles. Come on now. It needs to be Hair and Muscles.
Yeah.
So the Kabuki Warriors come out first. The face paint is amazing. It's fantastic. And then you get Bianca Belair or Bianca Cena coming out. The one thing that was just really funny to me whilst this entrance was happening was the Kabuki Warriors just dancing.
Having a dance, yeah.
Just dancing. It was just like, what the hell?
This is also, I'm pretty sure Bianca Belair's pop was the smallest of the night.
I would have thought Damien would have been, but yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah, it's between them two. Between them two. They love Jade.
They love Jade, yeah.
Yeah.
I love your thing. Was like, why is she wearing a coat? Why is she wearing a coat? There's a storm, Aaron. There's a storm.
She was wearing a coat. In fact, she wore the coat for all of 2 seconds. She took 2 steps into the light and then took the coat off. Wear it to the ring at least. Take it off at the steps.
I thought that was funny what you were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Hair and Muscles versus the Kabuki Warriors.
It did its job.
It did its job. I think the rough patch put a big damper on the whole match.
You thought it did. I thought the ending saved it. It didn't make it great. It's a single burger with no cheese of a match.
Okay.
But I thought the ending sequence was cool.
It was good. I thought it was. I thought the starting, I think it just all went to hell in the middle. Because the start was good. Like, having Bianca versus Asuka, Bianca showcasing her athleticism. Asuka,
that mean armbar on Bianca's back.
Yeah.
The face paint made it like 10 times better.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool move.
Bringing in Kairi, I was really shocked to see Jade Cargill get a tag so early on in the match.
I think this is the bit where they're trying to
train her.
Like, she's had so much training now, it needs to be on the job now.
Yeah.
Which they just can't mess up as much. To be fair, I don't think she really messed up as much.
I don't think she messed up at all. No, I don't think she messed up at all. She hits her backbreakers. They do a nice little double team where they're going from a hip toss into just throwing Kairi Sane in the air.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just interesting to see Jade Cargill not be the hot tag. She was a hot tag, don't get me wrong, but I didn't expect her to see her in the ring so quick.
Yeah, and I do like how Asuka and Kairi managed to get like a showing in. It wasn't just a squash.
It wasn't a squash, no. Kairi Sane does a nice crossbody onto Bianca. Yeah. They take over the match then, essentially, for a while and beat down on Bianca. They get some good tag team offense off as well.
Yeah, and so it swings back and forth, don't it? They beat down Bianca, beat down Jade, which I like that as well. Jade's not just this invulnerable. She takes the beating and then fights back kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the whole shenanigans bit. Asuka does the armbar, don't she? And then it goes into the weird...
I'll let you explain it.
Kairi... Well, it happens twice, doesn't it? Where you weren't actually sure who was legal, Kairi or Asuka. And the ref kind of just lets them get away with what they were doing in the ring. It's quite funny.
It made no sense. I was watching it back this morning and I was like, okay, so Kairi's legal. She's tagged Asuka. The referee's done. It's a tag. You're it. Jade gets offense off. Jade then hits what I thought should have been a sky high, but it wasn't. It was just a drop and then a pin.
Yeah.
And then the refs, no, Kairi isn't legal. Kairi isn't legal.
Yeah, no, so Kairi goes towards the rope. I'm pretty sure Asuka tags her on the back.
No, because they're on the opposite side. They're on the opposite side. So Kyrie was still legal. Or was it Asuka that was... Yeah, Kyrie was legal, but the referee thought Asuka was legal. And
yeah,
then...
she was, because Kyrie like climbs the turnbuckle. And then Asuka kind of like tags her.
Tags her? Yeah,
and then... comes in.
No, but this was before the whole little mess up.
Because there's the double clothesline. Jade does a good crossbody, by the way, by Jade.
Yeah, she does a nice stinger splash always.
Yeah. I really like it as well, because they did the double clothesline. She takes out Kyrie.
Yeah.
And then Asuka's ducked it. So she spins around straight away and just boots her one. That was cool.
Yeah. So Kyrie is still legal here. But Asuka tags in.
Yeah.
And then
Kyrie doesn't realise. Yeah. And then
you're right.
She tries to pin. So like Kyrie doesn't tag. Asuka like taps her back. And then because it's still going through the sequence. And it really confuses Jade as well, because like she goes to this pin. Yeah. Then goes in to an armbar. The ref's still trying to tell Kyrie she's not legal.
She's not legal. And then Asuka then tags Kyrie and the referee acknowledges the tag, which just made it even worse.
Yeah. But then it just seemed all three of them were confused and the referee didn't really give any instruction.
No.
Like we all know the referee's dictating to them. Okay, now this.
Yeah.
Gives a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you could tell at one point Jade was stumbling around the ring trying to sell she's injured. Hang on a minute, where am I in the match?
She looked either really sick or just really gassed out.
See, I think this is my one criticism of Jade about the minute is she needs to learn how to sell a bit more. She just kind of leans forward.
She doesn't have facial expressions.
And but she hunches over and looks around.
Yeah. What do I need to do next? Yeah.
Which is fair enough, but if she throws in like a knee drop or like a stumble forward a little bit, it will help it a bit more. She just hunches over and wanders around like she's got a bit of stomach cramp or needs a poo.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
If it looked like you after the burrito last night.
Fucking had that. Oh man, that burrito was so spicy, man.
The spicy one, I didn't tell him. I've had it before and it just gets hotter.
Every bite got hotter and hotter.
And then the EG here was trying to put spicy cheese sauce on it to cool it down.
I like that cheese sauce, it was nice.
Oh, it's such a good cheese sauce, man.
It's good.
But yeah, so that whole sequence happens and then it goes into the ending. So Jade turns it around a little bit. They do.
So Kabuki Warriors get their they get the double submission off. I love a good double submission in a tag team match. It's brilliant. The Kabuki Warriors hit their finisher on Bianca. Jade makes the save. Bianca is legal here. Just remember that.
Yeah. They do the insane elbow, which is cool.
I do like that's the finisher here.
And then when Jade breaks it up, which I like, Kyrie just proper slaps her once. Like, how dare you?
Yeah, how dare you do this? Yeah, which was funny. And then Kyrie then tries to go for like a dive, but Jade catches her into the power palm position. Yeah,
so she transitions it to electric chair, then into jaded.
So she transitions it into.
Well, it transitions like 3 times. The final bit is into
jaded. Yeah,
the second one's
Second one's the electric chair. Third one is the position of jaded, and then actually hit the jaded.
Actually hits jaded.
Yeah.
And then Bianca's still legal, so she does. Is it KOD? It's called
KOD. From Asuka.
Weird spine buster reverse thing, whatever it's called. I don't know how to explain it.
Torture rack into a moonsault. It's the best way of saying it.
Yeah. Asuka on actual Kyrie and then pins them.
Yeah.
It was weird that Bianca got the pin, but Jade has been getting lots of their pins recently, so it's a bit of back and forth there to make them.
She's Bianca Cena or Bianca Hogan. She wants to win. She wants to win.
Yeah, and they both, new tag champs, Hair and Muscles.
Hair and Muscles win. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a single burger, no cheese. Definitely, yeah.
I would say it's a burger, definitely.
Yeah,
it's low tier burger though for me, purely because the middle. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
They forgot my pickles as well. I'm very angry.
They forgot the sauce. No,
the ending definitely covered it up. The whole, basically, when they finally actually recovered from the mess up, was a very good final quarter.
Yeah, and I think it was a good showcase of the women's tag team division. They actually both look like good tag teams. which you need in that division.
Yeah, that kind of covered up then.
They enjoyed it. They got their moment.
Yeah.
Petition to call them Hair and Muscles.
Oh, definitely. When we were talking about it on stream as well, we were both like, well, they're going to be a tag team for a while because they've got matching outfits now.
Yeah, they can't just break up straight away.
Yeah.
The next episode of SmackDown.
We do feel like Jade will turn heel at some point on it, which
I'd like Jade to turn heel. Jade was a good heel.
Probably after SummerSlam.
Do you reckon? I think during SummerSlam or
yeah, it's either they lose the belts at SummerSlam,
yeah,
and she turns heel, or they lose the belts and then it happens a few episodes later,
or they never lose the belts again,
and they're just champs
because they're that massive and hair. It
depends again. They like long-term storytelling, so the heel turn might be Rumble, the final showdown might be Mania.
You never know.
Although I feel like there's going to be a lot of that happening this year.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of feuds.
Because everyone's injured, aren't they? So
everything's going to be a feud going into Mania. It's not just going to be a match. This year was AJ v LA Knight just for not much reason. There'll be story after story. If you think about it, you've got Cody and Rock probably. I don't think Roman Rock's going to be until Mania 42.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know when they fit in the Rock v Cody.
SummerSlam.
I don't know if it will happen.
Or Survivor Series.
See, I feel like The Rock might be involved at Survivor Series, but it's going to be in the War Games match.
Okay.
Or maybe he won't be involved. He'll come out and interfere. Like it'll be Bloodline v old school v new school Bloodline and go into the... Yeah, The Rock comes out and starts setting up towards Mania, maybe. I don't know.
We'll
you've got...
I guess we'll see, right?
Yeah, you've got CM Punk versus somebody.
Seth.
By then it's probably going to be Seth. But then if Cody and Rock are busy, Seth's going to be with Roman at Mania, surely.
Oh, so much, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell we're on the final match because we're 50 minutes into the podcast, whatever it is. And we're there like, right. And just before the main event, actually, they did announce some of the first matchups for King and Queen of the Ring.
The men's one, my God.
Yeah, I think Gunther versus Sheamus are running it back in the first round.
Yep.
Yes.
First round. Ilya Dragunov versus Ricochet.
Look out for the video that will be out at some point. We'll go through those first rounds and what we think of King and Queen of the Ring. What they're going to hopefully bring back to the competition. Because I love that pay-per-view.
But do you like the pay-per-view or do you like... Because like recently...
No, that's what I mean. I have very fond memories of
King of the Ring. Because it should just be one pay-per-view. It should be that tournament. It should just be a pay-per-view where they all wrestle 4 times a day.
That Raw SmackDown into the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, starting this early seems a bit like they're trying to fill some TV time.
Yeah.
Because I take it they're going to do the semi-final on the night.
I think so.
We're going to have
the semi-final on Raw or SmackDown, yeah.
It'll be SmackDown. SmackDown's in Jeddah as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it'll be that into the 2 final matches and then a few title matches in Jeddah, maybe.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see now, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like them to have clarified it by now, to be honest. Tell us how many...
We are only 2 weeks away or 3 weeks away.
3 weeks, yeah. There's Raw... Is there 3 Raws, 3 SmackDowns?
3 Raws, 3 SmackDowns, yeah.
Yeah, so... Also, I'm a bit worried that they're just pausing all the storylines to get this in. Yeah. Because if all those matches happen in the first 2... Well, no, they were just Raw matches announced, weren't they?
Yeah, just Raw matches.
That was a long
purely because, don't forget, the draft is locked in from the 6th of May, which is when we release our podcast, 6th of May.
Yeah, so the draft... They must be announcing some trades that Monday night.
Do you reckon?
Well, why else would they say they're not locked in yet? Just so they could have them appear.
I think just so they can get the Backlash episode out, Backlash stuff out of the way.
I feel like there might be one or 2 trades on Raw, just to be like, this is why we didn't lock it in straight away, kind of thing.
Okay.
And also it brings in that sports element of the 2 GMs. I want so-and-so, you can have...
You can have this, yeah.
Yeah. Chelsea Green ends up back on Raw.
Wins the title.
Let's
hope so.
That show should have happened. Because then you should have done a squash match in Backlash for someone to take the title off of her. Becky could have...
Well, the Raw Women's Championship went on the line, was it?
No. You were salty that all the belts went on the line, weren't you?
All the belts should be on the line.
Nah, they don't have to be on the line all the time.
They have to.
No,
They should.
don't. No.
It's the way I would see it. The pay-per-views, the big-time pay-per-view, have all
This
the
isn't a big
belts on
time
the
pay per
line.
view though, is it? Either.
Yeah, but it feels like it because it's in France. Look how good the crowd are.
Oh yeah, they made it a big time pay per view.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ v Cody.
Oh, terrible match.
Tangent over.
Beans. Beans.
This should have been right.
No,
up the
this
alley.
is great.
proper
Yeah,
old
this
school.
is a good match. I was
Proper
joking.
Old school match.
I was joking. I love reeling you in, mate.
I was gonna say no, because even I like this one as an old school match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though there's a slower pace. It
felt like a good match.
It was a well executed, good match. 2 great entrances.
Crowd were loving it. Every time they hear Phenomenal.
Yeah, that song is now on my Spotify list. Like songs.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then after Cody's entrance finished, they just finished the whole Kingdom song.
Yeah, they finished that off.
The crowd were wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
They know the lyrics.
They know the lyrics, yeah. They know the lyrics.
Yeah. And shout out, Jessica was refereeing this one as the first female ref for a WWE Championship main event as well, which was nice to see. Because normally, I was thinking about this afterwards, because I was like, and it's normally because they call out Charles Robertson, don't they? And he normally does all the big matches.
Yeah, the classic one.
Yeah, he normally comes out and does it. And then, like, he did Mania, didn't he? So,
yeah.
But yeah, so we get into some nice holds, some nice counters.
It was a slow. Wait, it wasn't a slow start. It was a good start.
Yeah.
It was wrestling. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Grappling. They were all getting into it, and then Cody gives AJ a bitch slap, and then that starts into the chop fest.
Yeah, and the whole Irish whipping into the ropes and jumping over, and Cody doing the Stardust man.
Hits a picture perfect drop kick, and then he's, you know what? I'm going to do my cartwheel and do.
I'm so happy he leans into it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was good.
I wouldn't mind if he does that every match. I'm not going to lie.
Everyone loved it. Everyone loved it. Like, the camera shaking when just anything happened during the match.
I feel like they had to stop using hard cam for certain bits because they're like, oh my God, this is absolutely rocking.
This is going to break it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they both get a bit of offense off. Cody with a nice standing front suplex where he kept AJ up.
Cool. He
showed off his strength.
A few seconds. That's a proper old school way of doing that as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A lot recently, they throw it up, hold it. Well, they don't even hold it. They throw it up and slam with power straight away. He held it there and then did a proper placement from that.
Yeah.
And Bron Breakker did that. You'd be like, come on, mate. Bit faster. Put some power in it.
Yeah.
But Cody doing that, especially because they like similar size build, these two. And they're not, even though they both look jacked, they're not like super strong men.
Like they're not your standard WWE people.
They're quite standard now, to be fair.
They are now.
We're still thinking back to
the 90s and early 2000s, yeah.
Ruthless Aggression, everyone was just jacked up superhumans.
Yeah, exactly. But now they're not.
They're more super blokes, but they're smaller. They're not all have to be 6'7".
Yeah, exactly. Did you notice on the plinth that the title wasn't standing up?
Yeah, they just laid it down as a bit.
Yeah.
Triggered
made no sense. Goddamn plinth.
Goddamn plinths. Get rid of the plinths.
Get rid of them. So AJ then empties the announce table, doesn't he? Let me just get my notes up.
Yeah, clears out the French announce table. They go outside.
Yeah.
He's AJ targeting that shoulder.
That injury. Against who?
My boy Carmelo.
Carmelo who?
Hayes.
Hey.
I know his actual name. You gaslit me into saying it. Haynes.
No.
In the episode.
You just always say Haynes.
I say Hayes, and then once I said Haynes, and then you made me go, yeah, it's Haynes, because your face is trustworthy. But yeah, so yeah, he clears the announce table, they don't use it. AJ goes for a lion assault, which I don't know if I've seen him do that before.
Not in a while.
Not in a very long time.
Yeah.
Cody gets the knees up.
Gets his knees up, yeah.
And then AJ does the electric chair, which is a cool move.
I love the electric chair. Yeah. Such an old school move.
Yeah. And then we get some vintage Cody, don't we?
Yeah.
Does the
power slam
into a disaster kick.
which
the camera kind of missed.
Oh, yeah.
The replay got it. Like when they showed that. But the actual disaster kick, because I thought he went for the cutter, and you were like, oh, he's gone for the disaster kick. I went, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's used the wrong foot. No, he can use whatever foot he wants. He's Cody Rhodes.
It's just the angle.
Yeah, it was the angle of the camera. I think, like you said before, because obviously the hard cam was being shook too much.
Yeah.
They'd have to try use one of the other 20 cameras that they've got.
Yeah. So, and then we got confused. Were they singing their French national anthem or not?
I'm sure they were singing the French national anthem because you saw every person stand up, everyone hand on chest sort of thing.
If it was, cool.
I thought it was interesting. I love the fact that the announcers just brushed it off. Like, yep, no, don't really care.
Back with the wrestling, AJ does a suplex. Is it a suplex or a brainbuster he does on the apron?
It wasn't a brainbuster. It was like an exploder suplex, so he flipped him.
Yeah.
And then Cody, then out of the blue, just power bombs AJ through the announce table. Yeah.
So this is the only criticism probably I've got of this match was there was a bit too much. I'm going to do a big move. You do a big move. I feel like AJ should have done a couple of big moves there. Cody should have power bombed as a counter because so he does the suplex. Cody power bombs him pretty much straight away. Then they both lie down there for a 9 count.
And then they just run in the ring, don't they?
Yeah, I feel like if AJ does the suplex, one more thing, goes for a third move, Cody gets
then counters it into a suplex. Into a power bomb.
Yeah, the kind of 9 count makes a bit more sense there.
Okay.
And they both kind of get up in like tandem and dive into the ring.
Yeah.
Which is always fun to watch.
And then they did the corner standoff.
Yes, they do the whole, come on then, let's have at it. And they start trading blows, which worked really effectively.
It worked effectively. It's been done too much now, though. I feel like this should be the last one that they should do for a while. All promotions.
Yeah, it depends how they're doing it. Like, in this, it makes quite a bit of sense because of the style of this match.
Yeah.
When Ospreay and Danielson did it,
it made sense.
Because it was their power move, it was the finale. Yeah. If this is just happening in every single match, it's not going to work as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have the crowd pump it up because the crowd were great during it throughout. AJ gets his springboard 450.
Yeah, after Cody used that bionic elbow, which I always love to see.
Yeah.
So stupid, but so good.
Yeah, it's Dusty's move, man. He's Dusty's son.
Yeah. So just his 450, and then he hits... Is it a burning hammer?
The burning hammer.
Because you went on a little tangent on this one, didn't you?
I didn't go on a tangent. It was more...
Not on stream, but afterwards, weren't you? We were like, oh, this is the person who's done it. Go on.
So it's Kenta Kobashi, a classic New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestler that uses that finisher. He's only ever used it 7 times in his 5-year career, or however long he was in New Japan.
Okay.
So he used it as a special move. The whole story behind it is you land on your head, you shouldn't use it, sort of thing. You only use it when you fight like a fierce opponent or something like that. That's why you only use it 7 times. For Cody to kick out at 1 shows a bit of disrespect, I think.
Yeah. So they do the whole Cody kicks out 1, Hulk Hogan.
Cody cutter.
Into a Cody cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm of a similar thing, right? So that burning hammer should have been a 2.9 kick out. Mm-hmm. What should have happened for this kick out at 1? He should have done a 450 into either a Styles Clash or Phenomenal Forearm.
And we didn't get to see a Styles Clash in this match.
That should have been... If he did Styles Clash and then Cody kicked out at 1 and did this...
It made sense, right?
And it's more effective for casual fans.
Yeah. WWE fans ain't going to know what the burning hammer is.
I didn't know it, but it was a really cool move. I really like it. I hope AJ does it again. But he did it and he was kicked out at 1, which...
Yeah.
If he did that, so if that whole kick out at 1 had happened, Cody hulked up, did a Cody cutter, then so take out the 450, do that burning hammer. Cody gets the 2.9. Then AJ does the springboard, Phenomenal Forearm, whatever, gets kicked out at 1.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a better thing. And yeah, as you said, it doesn't come across as disrespectful for people like you who know that move.
Yeah, exactly. Also, side note as well, Cody Rhodes was not a leader of Bullet Club. Just
Oh
an
yeah, you didn't
FYI.
like that, did you?
Yeah. So WWE, know your history. He
Yeah,
was
look,
a part of Bullet Club.
They want to rewrite their
He
own thing.
he wanted to be a leader, but he wasn't.
He was a leader of the Bullet Club, and he also picked 3 random blokes out of the crowd to make the elite on that Jericho cruise. So
Oh yeah.
stop with your fake news.
Okay.
Cody
I'm Fightful Select now.
Yeah. Apparently, they've had a PR off WWE get in touch and say sorry because they weren't meant to say it about them or something.
Yeah.
Which just made me laugh. That was basically aimed at that person asking the question. Basically, yeah. It's funny. We're not going to go into those allegations and stuff, though, because we're all about the wrestling here.
All about the wrestling. Back to the match.
Until it's funny.
Until it's funny, yeah.
Wow, that's the end of the match, isn't it? He tries a forearm.
No, actually, Cody tries to get a Kimura on.
Sorry, yeah.
Cody tries to get a Kimura out of the blue. Never seen Cody try that unless it was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, so AJ goes for the forearm. Cody punts him in the face, doesn't he?
Super kicks. It was a super kick.
Yeah, but then he did the kind of like when he like kicks their arm or kicks their head, doesn't he? It's not quite a big boot, but it's like a
high kick.
High punt or something. Yeah, did the Kimura lock. And then he does this super Cody cutter, which I thought worked really well.
I didn't, because he didn't land it properly.
I feel like
once again, AJ should have been a bit more back. It's not Cody's fault. It's just AJ should have been a bit more back.
I feel like that makes that one work better, though, because you get more of your body into AJ. Where it's the normal one, it's almost like he's just caught his head and brought it down. That looks like it. And I thought the camera angle was good for it as well. Sometimes on these Cody cutter, Oz cutters, whoever's doing the move.
The cameraman is terrible. Yeah,
that one worked really well because it was over the turnbuckle at the action. So shout out to camera crew,
Thank you.
Then he hits right. We're going to talk about this because I really like this. He hits 1 crossroads, still your champ.
Still your champ. Shouldn't have to be 3.
Don't do 3 all the time. Do it like this. Crossroads should be his power move. Kick out of the Cody cutter. Kick out of disaster kicks. Don't kick out of crossroads. If they do kick out of it, then you can do the 3. But don't do it every time. Every big defense. Don't even do it. Don't even do it to your next opponent. Save it for the big people, i.e. Roman Reigns or Seth
Rollins. Or I don't even think Seth. I think your bigger, jacked men should be the 3. Like your stronger ones.
Or, when it's like a exclamation point. I like this whole ending bit. I didn't agree with the burning hammer bit, but then everything from that. So I agreed with the hulking up bit. That's cool. That's a throwback. We would have liked to have seen the forearm or the Styles Clash.
I would have liked to see a Styles Clash in the match.
Yeah. You like the fact that it was a clean finish as well, because
yes,
the last one.
Fun fact for our listeners and watchers. So this was the first ever WWE Ubu FTW United States Intercontinental Continental Championship defense that had a clean finish since June 2022. That means no interferences, no black hoodies, no bloodline.
No DQs.
No DQs, nothing. Clean 1, 2, 3, one-on-one finish.
And also they've changed the name. It's now the undisputed WWE champion.
Yep.
They've dropped Universal, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's why it's not the Ubu champion.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a mix of styles in the match, but it was a proper old school feel, wasn't it?
It was a wrestling fans match. Yeah. This is why I thought this was a banger.
Yeah, it was. And it wasn't my favourite match of the night. I do think it was Damian Priest. I think just because I'm excited to see Damian Priest's first defence more than Cody's. Okay. So I want to see. I know what they're going to do with Cody. It's quite obvious, especially when you say that he's wrestling AJ Styles. So maybe that's a bit of a, I don't know how to say it.
Red herring?
No, it like shifts the goalpost for this match.
Okay.
It's got to really be up there to steal the show for me.
Yeah.
Whereas the Damian Priest and Jey Uso one was like, okay, no. I like how they're presenting this.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean. I'm the opposite, but yeah, I get what you mean.
So that may have made me... Don't get me wrong, if we were watching this back in 2-3 years, I'd be like, God, the Cody match was awesome, kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought Cody versus AJ was my match of the night.
Yeah.
Then number 2 would be the triple threat match.
Yeah.
Then the Bloodline, then Jey Uso, and then the women's tag match.
Yeah, I really quite like this pay-per-view.
I thought
PLE,
it was
PWE. The spoiler for an upcoming episode, PWE.
PWE. Yeah, this was a burger with all of the fillings for me.
So,
A
here's
top
the question,
burger.
and I've not prepped you on this one. This Backlash or last year's Backlash, which was better?
This one.
Okay.
This one. Because the last Backlash, although it was good,
yeah,
there was a lot of Mania rematches, whereas this one was fresh.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I'm the same opinion. I really like them doing international Backlashes.
Doing international PLEs.
If I go back to the next, even just Raw, and all they're doing is the What Chant, I'm not going to be...
Yeah, we saw an X tweet about that, didn't we?
What Chants are good in certain instances.
Not all
for
the time.
A 3-hour show. Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed this PLE. I thought
really
it was
refreshing being able to watch it at a normal time as well.
It was so nice.
I don't know if we weren't doing this podcast, I don't know if I would have stayed up to watch this. This would have been a Sunday morning watch.
For me too. Yeah. No, for me, actually, I probably would have just watched clips.
No, I think I do not normally tune it. So normally, with like WrestleMania, I watch WrestleMania, I watch the first Raw, I'll come back and watch Backlash.
Yeah.
Maybe not full attention. And then I'll disappear until Money in the Bank. Kind of thing.
And then
that's
come
what
back.
Normally
Yeah.
I'll look at clips every now and again. Not as religiously as I have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was enjoyable. You mentioned Italy, didn't he? So Triple H did his press conference afterwards and mentioned Italy could be on the cards.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the tour there.
Sadiq Khan, we should talk.
Yeah. If they do Vegas and then London straight after, I'm going to be broke for 2 years.
Because don't forget, we've got to go to All In as well. That's a yearly thing.
Yeah, All In's... Wow, I say it's cheap. It's like 140 quid we paid for this year's, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can twerk a bit more. You can play a few more games.
Yeah. Hence why I'm trying to stream again. Vegas money, baby.
Vegas money. We're going to have to win big when we're there. That's recipe for disaster.
It is. Trust me, I've been to Vegas before. Recipe for disaster, my friend.
Yeah. So, what's next then? King Korea into the ring. That's at normalish time.
Normalish time? PM? I think so, or 5 p.m. It's also the FA Cup final that day.
Yeah. So we're not sure if we're going to stream that one. We need to try and figure out our calendars. We may be streaming it. We might just be putting clips up of us watching it. And then we won't be streaming Clash at the Castle because I'll be there.
And I'll be at work.
Yep. Might stream Money in the Bank. That's in Canada, isn't it? So that's back to funny times.
Yeah, but if it's a Saturday, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. I'm just thinking we won't be able to shout.
Why?
Because my partner will kick us out of the house.
She can wear headphones.
Yeah. So
we'll figure it out. Yeah. It's a good time. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan, right?
Yeah.
Well, it still is. Don't get me wrong. Vegas has just been announced. You got AEW picking up some heat again. Some steam. Like they've got Double or Nothing coming up.
So TNA Under Siege was also Saturday night. We haven't seen any of that. And we will cover it at some point, but not for a while. We haven't got time for this.
No, we don't. But yeah, no, in the comments, if you are from France or you did go to the show, let us know how it was.
How are your ears?
How are your ears? What did you chant? Can you translate it for us? I want to know the Phenomenal song. I want to know a translation of the Phenomenal song because that song is really catchy.
It is.
It's on my Spotify playlist as well.
As a bonus, because we normally try and get to the hour and a half mark, I've just quickly got up the King and Queen of the Ring first round for Raw. So we'll do this, and then you'll probably also see it on YouTube because we'll probably clip it as a full segment. But we'll stick it on the end of the podcast as well. Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor. That's a crack. This is just
banger.
First round.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Drew winning.
I'm going to go with Drew winning as well.
Unless some shenanigans ensue.
Yeah. Punk could cost him, actually.
Oh, that would be brilliant, actually. Yeah, no, I'm going to change to Finn Balor.
I'm sticking with Drew.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to move to Finn Balor. I think CM Punk's going to cost him. You've changed my mind.
Okay.
So then after that one, we've got Kofi Kingston v Rey Mysterio. This is a sleeper banger as well.
It's a throwback. That's a throwback match. Who you got? Rey Mysterio? I'll go with Kofi.
Carlito's going to cost him. I can't feel like it's going to happen 2 in a row. Rey Mysterio.
It's WWE, mate. Most things are DQ.
Is it these days?
Probably not these days anymore, but
it was.
It could. It could be. I'll go with Kofi.
First round. Yeah. Okay, I'll go on Ray. We're proper going against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther versus Sheamus. Oh, I can't wait for this.
It's Gunther, isn't it?
It's going to be Gunther.
Yeah.
I want Sheamus to win it, but it's going to be Gunther.
I feel like we both want Sheamus to win it.
Yeah. And then, so that's going to be a banger. All these 4 are going to be bangers because the next was Ricochet versus Dragunov. Mr. Dragunov to me and you.
Yeah.
Dragunov's winning, I feel.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it'll be a really good match. Like,
it's going to be a great match.
Dragunov's going to destroy Ricochet.
Strap on his waist. I think he will. Big that belt up.
Big that belt up.
So, yeah, that's good. I think, out of those 4 matches, which one would be the best?
Gunther and Sheamus, definitely, without doubt.
Yeah, it is. I think Ricochet and Dragunov will definitely.
It's a close second, 100%.
Definitely.
Then again, so is Finn and Drew, and also Kofi and Ray. They're all absolutely brilliant matches.
Yeah, and then I'm interested to see, because I take it the winner of the Raw side in the final goes against the winner of the SmackDown side.
I'm not too sure. I don't know the rules. That's how I would do it as well, yeah.
So you're going to get Gunther versus Dragunov at some point, not at a pay-per-view. Unless it's the semi at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, kick it off.
What way to kick off that PLE. Queen of the Ring. Not as strong, but still got some good matches in there. Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile.
I've never seen Ivy Nile wrestle, so I'm going with Zoe Stark.
Yeah, probably Zoe Stark's winning, but yeah. The next one, Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. I think Baszler's just going to destroy Vega here.
I heard Baszler destroys her, but Zelina Vega was last year's Queen of the Ring, so she could win.
Not the year before, wasn't it?
No, it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year.
I don't think there was King and Queen of the Ring last year. Hence why they're not doing the gimmick still. They did it for the year, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have one in 2023. Did they have one in 22? Was it 21?
No, it would have been 22 because the pandemic, wouldn't it?
So that was second. Third match is Asuka versus Lyra Valkyria. I think it's going to be Lyra.
I think it will be as well. I'm excited to see her wrestle. Never seen her wrestle.
For this. This is a good pairing. It's a wise pairing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be good. And then Io Sky. Where was Io in this pay-per-view? PLE? Where was she at Backlash?
I love that you're calling it pay-per-view now.
Pay-per-view. PWE. I keep wanting to call
it PWE. Yeah.
Until people know what we're calling a PWE. I need to keep correcting myself.
Yeah.
And the correction normally is a correct PLE to pay-per-view.
To pay-per-view. So, yeah.
That's where that's coming from. So yeah, Io Sky versus Natalya. That'd be good.
Yeah, Sky's winning. Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's an interesting first round.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some bangers there.
It's just mad because it's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah. Because then the other thing that's going on, we haven't talked much about WWE Speed, have we? Have you even seen any of it?
I have.
Okay.
I want to do a separate video on WWE Speed.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should mention it on the podcast, but we'll tease it for, I think, hopefully this week we should watch all the Speed and react to it. I think it'll be a good video for us to do. Yeah,
because what surprised both of us is they've actually crowned the champion and then straight away they're doing
another one, yeah. So I thought it was just a one round thing, but yeah, no, that's good.
I think it's just going to be continuous. So there's the number one contenders. There's I think 2 qualifiers, and then there's a final, and then there's the
and then they fight the champion. Yeah,
the champion. Yeah, so that's another weird one. Yeah, we'll talk about it in another video then. But yeah, King Queen of the Ring. That's the build up for the next kind of
PLE
6 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's not 6 weeks.
Not 6 weeks. 6 shows.
6 shows
leading up to the next PLE. It'll be interesting to see. I hope it doesn't take up too much time. I don't want them to drop all feuds because they haven't really put the feuds into the matches.
No,
is my one. Is also wise because they get to do it on other things, and you get to see some matchups that don't make sense, which is the kind of
i.e. Finn versus Drew, heel versus heel, Gunther
which
versus
is the
Sheamus,
all
which
elite
is good.
mentality. Sometimes they just put a match together because they want to put a match together, which is fair enough. But now WWE have got their reason for it. It's a bit like the Continental Classic, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where they kick that tournament off to do it.
I'm excited for that one this year again. I thought it was good.
Till October, does it?
Yeah.
November?
It's November time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you everyone for tuning in. I know it's quite an early finish for us, but the PLE was only 5 matches, so
yeah, it didn't feel too short or too long either.
I feel also because it was our time zone as well, so like we were alright with it.
Yeah, they could have maybe got one more match in continental wise or something.
That's what I would have thought. Yeah, have Sami Zayn on, but if you could rate it beans, burger, or a banger, what would you rate it?
A high burger.
High burger. I'm going with the top burger as well.
Yeah, some sort of like double cheeseburger, bit of bacon on there.
It would have to be a double chicken stack burger for me.
You get double chicken stack because you don't get beef. That was enjoyable. I really liked it. It was refreshing being able to, so we watched SmackDown talking to each other. There was a few of us in a Discord call. So that was good to watch that. Didn't really pay much attention to it. We were talking and eating dinner.
Because we were just chatting shit and eating dinner.
But that was just refreshing.
Yeah.
It did mean Saturday morning, I didn't talk about this with you. It did mean Saturday morning, I didn't know what I was doing with myself because I got up and I went, I'm having a burger and my coffee, watching my burger.
You're having a burger and your coffee?
I'm having my cereal and a coffee, just watching normal YouTube. Normally that's SmackDown time.
Yeah.
I'll watch some clips and then go if I want to watch the episode or not. Normally I just like,
For me, that was the first ever SmackDown episode that I saw the full 2 hours in about 3 years.
Yeah, probably more than that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you think 3 years ago was pandemic time?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever say I didn't. We used to stay up for Raw quite a bit, didn't we, when the network first came out?
Yeah.
And then pandemic wise, I think we watched a few Raws.
Few Raws, few SmackDowns, and then more PLEs when it.
Yeah. We stopped after Mania for a bit, didn't we? Because it was really weird tuning in for Raw.
Mm-hmm.
In the Thunderdome.
The Silver Dome. But yeah, don't forget you can follow us on @MakeAFanOfYou. As I said, we are looking to do some Twitch streaming, so some games. Probably be me majority, unless Aaron, you want to give it a go as well.
At some point, maybe I'll put 1 or 2 on. We'll do some joint streams of WWE.
Yeah.
At some point. Vote. Give us ideas. What do you want Natesh to play?
Yeah, put in the comments what you want me to play. I'm an open book. I've got quite a few.
JRPG or something.
I'm terrible at single player games. Single player games scare the bejeebus out of me. I hate completing them. So just let me know.
Yeah. And no Dragon Ball Z games because if you can see his background at the minute, he's moved his finger around.
Dragon Ball Z everywhere. I've got Hulk
Hogan. Why is the
Hulk
Hogan right behind you? Why is that not like prominently where Sally's or somebody so that everyone can see it?
I will for the next episode. I promise.
I can't talk. I have a black curtain behind me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can't talk.
one wants to just see my door and the dining room table. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
With that, hit the music.